Hello, dears.
Hello, everybody. Today is April 22nd, and we are talking about reflections from the prayer recollection.
My name is Martha, and I'm your host.
My name is Anna. I'm her daughter. We're talking about Luke 23, 1 through 25 today. And here we go. Then the entire council took Jesus to Pilate, the Roman governor. They began to state their case. This man has been leading our people astray by telling them not to pay their taxes to the Roman government, and by claiming he is the Messiah, a king. We remember about the taxes, don't we?
We'll get to that later.
So Pilate asked them, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Jesus replied, "You have said it." Pilate turned to the leading priests and to the crowd and said, "I find nothing wrong with this man." Then they became insistent, "But he is causing riots by his teaching, wherever he goes, all over Judea, from Galilee to Jerusalem." "Oh, is he a Galilean?" Pilate asked. When they said that he was, Pilate sent him to Herod Antipas, because Galilee was under Herod's jurisdiction, and Herod happened to be in Jerusalem at the time. Herod was delighted at the opportunity to see Jesus because he heard about him and had been hoping for a long time to see him perform a miracle. He asked Jesus question after question, but Jesus refused to answer. Meanwhile, the leading priests and the teachers of religious law stood there shouting their accusations. Then Herod and his soldiers began mocking and ridiculing Jesus. Finally, they put a royal robe on him and sent him back to Pilate. Herod and Pilate, who had been enemies before, became friends that day. Then Pilate called together the leading priests and other religious leaders, along with the people, and he announced his verdict. "You brought this man to me, accusing him of leading a revolt. I have examined him thoroughly on this point, in your presence, and find him innocent." Herod came to the same conclusion, and he sent him back to us. "Nothing this man has done calls for the death penalty. So I will have him flogged, and then I will release him." Then a mighty roar rose from the crowd, and with one voice they said, "Kill him and release Barabbas to us."
They said that in unison.
Barabbas was in prison for taking part in an insurrection in Jerusalem against the government and for murder. Pilate argued with them because he wanted to release Jesus, but they kept shouting, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" For a third time he demanded, "Why? What crime has he committed? I have found no reason to sentence him to death, so I will have him flogged, and then I will release him." But the mob shouted louder and louder, demanding that Jesus be crucified, and their voices prevailed. So Pilate sentenced Jesus to die as they demanded. As they requested, he released Barabbas, the man in prison for insurrection and murder. But he turned Jesus over to them to do as they wished. Okay, Anna, you go first today.
Uh-oh. Well, let's talk about the thing we brought up with them talking about him not paying the taxes.
Yeah, talk about that.
They were like, he said not to pay taxes. Even though they tried to trick him with that question earlier, they were asking him if they should pay their taxes, and his answer was, he's like, "Who's face on the coin?" And they were like, "Caesar." And he was like, "Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God." That was the answer to whether they should pay taxes to Caesar.
That's right.
But they're still there, and even though he didn't say don't pay taxes, they're still saying that he said not to, and they're saying that he's claiming to be a king, which he did. They're saying that he's starting riots, which might be true occasionally.
Did he start riots?
Well, in one of the towns, they were like, "Get out of here!" And he went and got back in his boat and left.
Okay.
But I wasn't trying to start riots.
And not riots against the Roman government either.
Yeah, true. So, he really was just not doing the things they said, other than claiming to be king, but that apparently didn't bother those guys. And then they were like, they are off their rocker, man. They're like screaming to kill him. At the end, it refers to them as a mob. Someone's starting a riot here, and it's not Jesus.
It's true.
It's you trying to
Mm-hmm.
What about that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's funny that they kept trying to be like, we're just gonna release him. They were like, no! And they're like, okay, come on, seriously. Haha, I'm releasing him now. And they're like, no! Kill him!
Ooh. There's right there. That's foreshadowing right there.
Well, it's been there the whole time.
We've had a lot of foreshadowing every
We've
day.
had a lot of foreshadowing.
Every day.
A lot of foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Imagine if you're reading the Bible and didn't know what was going to happen. Close your eyes. You at home or wherever you are. Close your eyes.
Unless you're driving.
Unless you're driving, then don't close your eyes. Don't look at us if you're driving.
We're just fine to listen to.
If it's safe, close your eyes.
Yes.
And if it's not safe,
don't look.
Don't look. Or just look in your head and imagine reading the Bible, especially the Gospels, any of the Gospels, but we only know Luke. Imagine reading it without knowing that Jesus was going to die.
What if you didn't know any of the Bible stories? Anna told me a couple days ago that if she's ever a mom, she's not going to let her kids read the Bible till they're adults.
Yeah. When they're kids, I'm going to be like, there's this man, and he did something. I can't tell you what it is. It's a spoiler. Okay, kids. But he was a good man, so we're going to be good too. We're all going to be good, okay? And they're going to be like... And I'll be like, you'll understand when you're older.
She thinks the way that we learn stories in church kind of spoils it for us.
I think that by 3rd grade, they could engage. Because they're reading books with plots by that time. They're reading their little chapter books.
Yeah, but think how much more you like it now than you would have in 3rd grade.
That's true, but I think that we're not even giving them the chance to engage. We're just throwing words at them.
That's fair.
And we're like, look at this. Look, guess what's in the box? It has lights on it. Look up here. We have gold coins. And like the kids are like, ugh. And they are just trying so hard. But like, they're not trying to engage the kids' brains, but they're trying to keep them interested.
Anna speaks from experience. She leads a group of third grade.
I do. I'm not just saying that from what I remember.
She's a small group leader for third grade boys.
Leader for 3rd grade boys. Not anymore. We're in quarantine.
Yeah, I wish you could talk to boys.
Right? They're crazy.
They're crazy,
was, and I will be. But right now, I am at home.
By the time we're unquarantined, they'll probably already graduated to 4th and 5th grade class.
But then I'll get some new boys. I like the
boys.
2nd grade boys too. There's a lot. I'm scared. There's so many.
Ooh.
I have like 3 boys in my group right now. And there's like 10 2nd grade boys.
Oh, you got your work cut out.
But Pat's son,
he's so cute.
I love him sometimes. He's stoic. He never smiles, and he looks exactly like Pat. It's the funniest thing in the world.
Okay, we're back to business here.
Anyway, yeah.
Let's talk about let's talk about this.
Can I tell a good smoker bleeding story?
Sure, go ahead.
There was this boy, and his name is spelled Andres. And I said to him, is your name Andre, or Andres, or Andreas? And he said, it's Andreas. Okay. And I think he liked that I asked, because I've heard a lot of people pronounce it wrong. So
always ask.
Always ask if you're not sure.
And try to remember.
Yes. I'll ask kids their names if I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll say how you pronounce your name, and they'll tell me. They're very smart. They know how to pronounce their own names.
They're good at that.
They're so good.
They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Are we ready to go
back to the Bible? Yeah.
You want to talk about this one? Where Herod asked Jesus question after question, but Jesus refused to answer.
That one. You talk about that one.
Well, I was thinking, back to how Jesus knows their hearts, and he kind of seems to try to draw that out or respond to that or bring it to their attention. And it seems like Herod was just trying to get entertainment value from Jesus, and he wanted the miracle. He just wanted to be entertained by him. I mean, if you've seen Jesus Christ Superstar, you know how they portray him there.
You probably haven't.
Very circus-like. It's a very interesting scene. This scene
Maybe
is
I'll find a picture.
kind of like a circus. Anyways, I wonder if Jesus was just basically saying, I'm not going to be your dog and pony show. You don't care about my answers. You just want to be entertained by me. So,
You want me to say funny, silly, interesting stuff?
no.
He did not say.
I'm not going to do that.
Oh, he said no, I won't. I thought you were saying no to what I said.
No, he said, no, I'm not. I was answering your question.
I'm with you.
I was with you.
I'm
with
with
you.
I'm with you now.
So, how about this? Let's talk about this part. It says, for the third time,
we were
he
talking
demanded.
about all the threes. Martha wrote in the margins. Third time.
Third time.
Third time.
That's what I wrote.
That's what she wrote.
Let's talk about the
That's all
threes
she wrote.
of the Jesus death story.
Three. Let's talk about some threes, fam. First three.
Look at my finger twitching. Go ahead.
I have that sometimes. Anyway, first three. Peter denies him 3 times. That's a yikes. Are there any threes in the Last Supper? Probably.
Can't think of any, but there might be.
There might be. Here, there's 3. Oh, no, I will not kill him. The third time. If you like wrestling. Maybe they're doing other sports. I don't know. 3 crosses on the hill. Maybe even 3 hills. Who knows? 3.
Are you going to give them a spoiler on the last 3? In case they haven't read the story of Jesus yet?
In case you don't know what this is about. I'm not going to spoil anything, but something very important happened that lasted 3 days.
It's a big one.
Not to say any spoilers, but 3.
Father, Son. Wait.
No, Martha.
Am I going to do a bad thing if I do that?
Start from the pinky.
Father, Son. You're right.
I know I am.
That's so close. Father, Son.
I love you, Martha.
Holy Spirit.
I almost did it as well. I thought about it in my head before I did it, though.
I embarrassed myself.
It's okay, Martha.
Okay.
It's okay. Anyway.
So, the threes. Lots of important threes.
Lots of important threes.
I think 3 has some significance to these people.
Everywhere. 3.
3 is an important number.
I know a song about threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18,
number.
21, 24, 27,
Yeah, it is.
30.
It's a magic number.
Anyway.
They knew when they wrote
knew.
that song. Schoolhouse Rock, they knew.
Anyway.
Okay, so,
Barnabas, what's the deal?
Barabbas.
Why do they want Barabbas?
Yeah, I think it talks about it in another gospel, but I can't remember all the details.
I don't know.
But,
I don't want him. He's insurrection and murder. We're not into that. I didn't know what insurrection meant until today. Yes.
Big day.
Big day. Big day.
And you also learned what prevailed today.
I also learned what prevailed, but I had heard that one before.
Yeah.
I've heard the word prevail. There's something about God's love prevailing in a Jesus song.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make sense.
But maybe it says it will not prevail, and then that would be the other meaning, so how would I know? Anyway, I've heard prevail. I have not heard insurrection.
So let's talk about prevail. I feel like this is kind of the
turning point.
Yeah, it's kind of the climax of the sadness of this section where it says...
Oh, this section?
Yeah, this section. I feel like I have this section, at least. I don't know, maybe more broadly. It says, demanding that Jesus be crucified.
Well, it's kind of been building up to this.
Yeah, it has.
And there's like a little, it's like, woo, and then it goes up more.
And then it says, and their voices prevailed. That's...
Sometimes Satan's voice prevails.
Yeah.
A lot of Jesus songs are like, I will never be bad. be bad. Write that song. Someone write that song. I'll write that song. I'll get back to you on that.
I Will Be Bad song?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
But Jesus will be good.
Jesus will be good.
That'll be the chorus.
But
I think Michael's.
do you hear my husband whistle?
I think he's coming up with a little
Maybe he's
tune.
writing his own song.
Doing a little tune for us.
But I was listening to Dallas Willard this weekend.
Of course you were.
Was saying...
Oh, Dillard?
Dillard. He was saying that sometimes Christians have a mindset of defeat. And he said, we do
Which
not...
ones?
Like when we say about how broken we are. They think that
Oh,
broken is
we
the
have
highest rung on the ladder.
Same mindset of defeat and of God being good. I don't know. I think maybe our problem is that we think that we're stuck where we
Right, that's exactly what he said. He said that you need to work through brokenness, but that you can get to the other side.
You can get to the other side.
And you don't have to be defeated and broken.
To call any names or tell any songs, but I do know a song that goes just like this. My heart, my soul will never be a haven for the enemy.
What's the name of that song?
I can't tell you. We're not calling any names.
Oh.
Battle Cry.
Are we not allowed to say that on this?
We're not calling anyone out.
Okay. Alright. Anyways, I think we've gone for a very long time. You have something else to add?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
My heart will be a haven for the enemy, but hopefully I'll improve.
Yes.
My heart, my soul will always be
a
haven for
not always.
the enemy. You can only get him away for so long. You're only human, but you can change.
Yeah. And you can work through your brokenness.
You can work through your brokenness, but you'll still have problems sometimes. It's just a balance.
But on the other side of brokenness, I think there's more victory and power than people...
There's always another problem. Anytime you solve a problem, somehow another problem always comes.
You know,
I don't know how they do that.
I don't know. But here's the thing. Once you start
the more Jesus you have, the easier it gets.
Yes.
I'm not there yet. TBD on whether I get there.
No, when you get there.
Okay, Martha thinks I'll get there. Maybe I'll just die first. That would be sad, but it's possible.
It's possible. Alright, people.
I was going to say, okay, bye, but we haven't said I love you, Jesus.
We haven't said I love you, Jesus. And you think about the Jesus inside us that went through all of this, and
I forgot about him.
How strong and how
he's a good man.
He was more than a good man.
He was more than a good man.
He was amazing. Jesus,
amazing man.
we love you, Jesus.
We love you, Jesus. Okay, bye.